coin.
The other side of the coin. Exactly. That's a great lead-in because, yes, during Northern FanCon 2017 up in Prince George, British Columbia, I was honored to have the very charismatic Mark Meir.
Oh my gosh, isn't he awesome? Love
He's
him.
incredible.
Hi Mark, you're awesome, but you know that.
And now I'm down here at Vancouver Fan Expo 2017 with the other side of the coin, Jennifer Hale. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you both as well.
First question right off the bat, of course, my favorite character that you've done is, of course, Commander Shepard. It's interesting that you and Mark Meir have been opposite sides of the same coin, but you rarely ever got to work together on that same project.
Never worked together in the same room, no. That's very common in games. They're only about, I mean, mocap is different. In mocap, we all are together on the same set. It's really cool. But in voice acting, 95% of the time, we're alone in that room, acting with just our imaginations, making it up. Yeah.
Voice acting is quite a challenging career because it's not just going through a script. It's going through a script multiple times with different inflections, and also like character who's an action character gets hit multiple times.
Yeah, there are certain physical requirements of voice acting relative to other kinds of, or game acting, I'll say, relative to other kinds of voice acting.
Yeah.
In an animation session, we're sharing the load in about, what's usually a 4-hour session, and we're taking turns. It's your turn, it's my turn. Okay, great. In a game session, it's a 4-hour one-person show. And so you just go. And also in animation, we get the script ahead of time. And I think I've gotten the script ahead of time in games maybe 5-7% of the time.
Really?
It's cold reading. Like I walk in there and I see that, like it's time to do the take, and I see the script. And they brief me on the general where we are, but we hop around on the timeline too. And we hop around in our environments too. We're not always in the same environment. We're not always in the same part of the story arc. So you just have to just do it. And out of those few takes you do, one of those is going to market.
Really?
Woo!
So it's not linear. It's not linear at all, is what you're saying. It's got to be tough.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm drinking.
No, it's totally fine. We are.
I'm drinking hot water. It's very exciting.
I'm a huge video game fan. Brian's a huge video game fan. You and Mark, as well as David Hale, got together with a very unique project.
We did.
Tell me about The Long Dark.
The Long Dark is awesome, and if you don't have it, you need to go get it right now. It is an amazing game. It was created by Raf Ben Lerap and Hinterland Studios, and it's a brilliant survival game because it's absolutely plausible. There's not you're not going to die from zombies. You're going to die from your own stupidity, and your own human failings. Like you forgot something, oh my God, you could die from that. Or you didn't pick this thing up, or you made the wrong turn, you're going to die from that. It's amazing. It's an amazing game. It's beautifully done. The music I can't say enough good things about it. Yeah.
Has it been? What's been your favorite project you worked on so far?
All of them?
All of them.
No, truly that's the truth, because one of my favorite things about my career is that I've been able to do such a wide spectrum of roles. Everything from Commander Shepard to like a Princess Morbucks to a Cinderella to Ayla Sakura. Like there's a really broad span. And I think what they all have in common is they're either very crazy or bossy. So.
Really?
I don't know, maybe I'm just a crazy bossy person.
Does it happen often where people, you interact with people out in like the real world and they kind of sort of recognize you and you gotta remind them exactly why they recognize you?
I never remind people why they recognize me.
No.
I love my anonymity.
So we should shut off the camera.
Every now and then I will get recognized, and it's a weird experience. I'm like, wait, if I'm not ready for it, I get taken aback because I can be quite shy sometimes. I'm one of those introvert extroverts, so you never know which one you're going to meet. But what happens more often is people will look at me and go, "Where'd you go to school?" Like they think they know me because people don't realize how much a vocal print registers in their brain and sounds really familiar. So they think it's what I look like, but it's actually what I sound like that they know. I go, I just had that kind of face. And I go back to what I'm doing.
As a voice actor, like I said before, it's a very challenging career to be in because it takes a lot of the vocal cords. It takes a lot of training and discipline to do what you do.
I would venture to say it takes a lot of training and discipline to do anything well. We're just, we just have what we require. I have full respect for every profession out there, especially plumbers. Because without them, no! And honestly, writers. Writers should be the celebrities. Writers should be the ones that we worship in public. Writers should be the ones we chase for autographs. They would hate it. They'd be so miserable. But without writers, we don't have anything. Where does this all start?
For an aspiring voice actor, you probably get this a lot, but where does one start?
Okay, if you're an aspiring voice actor, there's a wonderful website to go to, which is iwanttobeavoiceactor.com, started by the generous and insanely brilliant D. Bradley Baker. It's wonderful, covers a bunch of stuff. Watch I Know That Voice. Watch that movie. Check out episodes of Talkin' Tunes with Rob Paulson. I'm doing this because he's right over there.
Yeah.
Check out VO Buzz Weekly and get into an improv group. Take either classical singing training or Broadway belt singing training from someone who will teach you how to never hurt your voice. Very critical skill. Get yourself healthy, and remember you're part of the solution. You're part of the team that solves problems. And when you audition, the audition is the job. You might get another job where they pay you too, but you're really just going in there to show them your flavors. And if they're right for the salad that day, they will be. And if they're not, they're not. And also, I want to promote my podcast. Can I do that?
Please.
Yeah. I invite everyone to check out my podcast, which is about money. Isn't that crazy? I know. Who am I? I'm just a person. But check it out. It's called The Art of Money, and it's on iTunes. And we deal with a lot of this stuff, like how to create what you want, how to get what you want, what's in the way of what you want, and here's the system we live in, and here's why you're feeling a little lost, and it's not entirely your fault. So let's help you dig out. And a huge thank you to everyone out there, because without you, I wouldn't get to do this, and we wouldn't be here, and thank you.